Alexei, call on line 3.
Okay, put him on.
Hey, Alexei, man. It's Chris.
Oh, fuck, I told you not to phone me at work.
Yeah, but man, this is heavy, you know? So I just went to the clinic, man, and, like, this itch thing, man, well, like, it's got nothing to do with Judith, you know. I found it in the, Guinness Book of Stupid Diseases, yeah, and, like, it's fish cystitis, man, and, like, it's fatal.
Sorry to butt in here. It's the technician. Hello.
Oh, hi. Hey, you're the guy that's been having the one-on-one interface with Judith, right?
Well, yeah, but it's nothing heavy, you know. I mean, I haven't given her a hand-thrown pottery object from St. Ives in a consciousness-mingling ceremony or anything like that, you know.
Oh, for sure, man. Like, no pressure, you know, no animosity. Like, maybe we could meet for a drink sometime later, you know, and then, like, I could get you outside and kick your fucking head in, you know.
Excuse me, if I could just butt in here for a minute. Ow. You both got this itch, right? And it's nothing to do with Judith, right? But you must have both got it from somewhere. So where do you both go? And this is just a hunch, but do you both use the Clino Mart laundrette, Stoke Newington High Street?
Yeah, right.
Snap! And do you always come back with one sock less than you went in with?
Yeah.
That's it then. It all ties in. Big Ralph the Laundromat King, owner of the aforementioned laundrette, the vanishing socks, the fungus infection, and the fish people. The Clino Mart was empty when I arrived and near closing time. I climbed into a tumble dryer, shut the door behind me, and waited. Suddenly, through the door, I saw the familiar hump on the camel hair coat of Big Ralph, the Laundromat King. He gave a low whistle, which was answered by another low whistle.
Hang on, Alexei. We're picking up some low whistle on the crosstalk. I'll have to repatch the ILEA unit to the GLC.
Okay, how's the fungus infection?
Oh, I'm covered in blue fungus. I look like a pub carpet.
The door of the dryer next to mine opened, and out came a strange figure, covered from head to foot in scales, flapping gills, fins, and a tail. Some instinct.
Hey, you know what? I'm a little bit psychic, you know. I don't know if you've ever heard of a guy called Nostradamus. He was like a really amazing guy. And he made some really, like, he was writing in the 1600s, and he made some amazing predictions, you know. Like, for instance, he predicted that Sainsbury's would stay open late on a Thursday, you know. He was, like, really an amazing guy.
Anyway, some instinct told me that this could just be one of the fish people. Big Ralph and the fish person started arguing. I caught the odd word. Sock quota, red herring, monetarism. None of it made any sense. They were shouting. From behind me I felt a strong push. The tumble dryer door flew open and I fell into a heap on the floor, pushed out by a second fish person. At the same time every other dryer flew open and from each a fish person emerged. Ignoring me they converged on Big Ralph and tickled him horribly with their little fins. Big Ralph's face and hands were suddenly covered in blue mould. He screamed hideously and cursed them.
Don't leave off, for fuck's sake. Do what, John? Leave it out, all right?
Then he dropped down, dead. I lay sprawled on the floor, my clothes in disarray. The fish people turned on me with cold, fishy stares. Their leader spoke.
I am ex-King Clifford of the Fish People, and I would like to tell you our story. Once we were simple folk who lived for thousands of years in the lost kingdom of Atlantis, near Shrewsbury. We were peaceful folk, until in walked the 20th century, in the form of evil running dogs, Jerry and Sylvia Anderson. Flushed with the success of the iniquitous four-feather falls, supercars and the disgusting Thunderbirds, they seduced us from our simple peasant lives by offering us bit-part contracts in the evil Stingray series. We had no understanding of the ways of the world, but we learned fast. First of all, we noticed that the film crews and other actors were getting longer lunch breaks than us. We got chatting, and they told us about ACTT and NATKI and equity national agreements. We realized we were being ruthlessly exploited, and we got organised. We threatened strike action unless we got more money, shorter hours, better billing, 5 points off the top worldwide, and more control over script content. Jerry and Sylvia reacted with typical repressive hysteria. They arrested and imprisoned the leaders of the movement, including myself, and brought about a right-wing coup installing a puppet government led by the evil Mike Mercury and the toadying Lady Penelope. Those who stayed are reduced to slavery. Many of us escaped to Britain and resolved to return someday. To this end, we allied ourselves to Big Ralph, the laundromat king. He wanted socks. We didn't know or dare ask what for. In return, he promised us the full support of his gangland organisation. And socks we gave him. 7,000 a week, stolen mainly one at a time from his own laundrettes. Oh, the proud fish people crawling on their bellies in the air vents behind the tumble dryers, stealing one sock from each load. Humiliating. Too humiliating for many who split off to form the red herring faction, who, as you have heard, devoted themselves to achieving our ends through more direct and often violent action. Then we discovered that we had all been betrayed. Big Ralph had been selling the socks directly to our enemies, Jerry and Sylvia, who were acting as middlemen, passing on the laundered socks to McDonald's to make hamburgers. So we killed Big Ralph with our itch.
Excuse me, but is there any cure for this itch?
There is only one who knows the cure, and he or she is a child who we have heard speak of in legend. He or she is the one they call Baby Bio.
And that was it, really. The only thing left to do was to depose Jerry and Sylvia Anderson and to return the fish people to their rightful undersea kingdom. We started a political campaign. We put up posters and badges with witty, pithy slogans on them like, "Restore the human, civil and political rights of the fish people very soon, please." Finally, it all ended with a big demo. 500,000 of us. Even the police owned up to 15. We marched from Hyde Park to Parliament Square, demanding immediate withdrawal of diplomatic relations with Jerry and Sylvia Anderson. The British government gave in immediately, and in no time at all our demands had been met. We stood on the quayside at St. Catherine's Dock, watching the fish people swim out of our lives forever. I looked at Judith, she looked at me. For a moment, time stood still. "You know, Judith," I simpered, "a woman without a man is like a fish without a bicycle." "Fuck off, Lex," she said.